Hey y'all, it's Kate from the Literary Apothecary, and today is Tuesday, so we're doing a book tag today for Tag Tuesday, and this week marks 1 year for me as a booktuber, so today I'm doing the BookTube Birthday Tag. This was created by Average Joe Reads, and his original video from a couple years now is just absolutely great. It's absolutely fantastic. I'll put the link in the description below. Go check it out. Go subscribe to Joe. His channel is great. So, question 1. How many years on BookTube are you celebrating? Like I said, this is year 1, my first year, my first BookTube birthday, and it's been such a fantastic year. I've made so many amazing lifelong friends through BookTube, and I'm forever grateful for finding BookTube and becoming a booktuber. Question 2. What has kept you motivated to continue making videos? Mainly the community. You guys are such an amazing community. I love interacting with you and talking about books with you, and making videos pushes that community forward and pushes that communication between you guys and I just love talking to you guys, so I want to give you more content so we have more things to talk about, and I just love the community here. Question 3. What are 3 favorite videos you've made in the past year and why? The first one is the BookTube Gratitude Tag. This is a video that I did around Thanksgiving of last year where I was able to say thank you to you all. I was able to highlight some of my best BookTube friends, and it was just great to give back to the BookTube community. And I can't wait to do it again this year. The second favorite video, these are not in any kind of order, just 3 of my favorites, is the Outlander tag that I did with Stephanie at Miss Richards Reads and Dry Books. This was so much fun to do. We did a collab tag and we just talked about Outlander, and we talked about some of our favorite comfort books and our favorite romances, and it was just so much fun to do. I had a blast, and I can't wait to do more videos with them. And then a third favorite video that I did was just a recent video I did last Sunday, and that's a video where I talked about why I read books, why books are important to me, and why I believe in the power of bibliotherapy. And this was a very special video to me because I kind of took the public mask off and I just laid myself out in front of you guys, and I was completely honest, and I told you my story about books saving my life and the power of bibliotherapy. And it's just, what my channel is all about is using books to help people in their life and making connections through books. And so it was a really special video to me and one of my 3 favorites. Question 4. What have you struggled with on BookTube in the past year, and how did you overcome that struggle? For me, the biggest struggle I think is consistency, being able to consistently put out good quality videos for you all. One of the ways that I have kind of overcome this in a way is I've set myself a schedule where I try to do all of my filming on the weekends, where I can take my time and really think through the videos instead of rushing the day that the videos go up and having to rush through filming and rush through editing and rush through uploading. This way I can take my time on each video and make sure that I have said everything that I want to say to you guys and be able to have good quality out there for you. Question 5. Choose one moment from the past year on BookTube that you would love to relive. So I have 2 answers for this one. The first is that first subscriber. That moment when you have 1 subscriber and you realize that there's someone there that has said, I like what I see and I want to see more. You can't get over that first subscriber. It's like reading your favorite book for the first time. If I could, I would relive that moment all the time, because just that joy of having 1 subscriber, 1 person saying, I love this, is just so fantastic. The second answer I have for this was a night of Mad Libs with Chrissy at Chrissy Lewis Darcevsky in Space and a whole bunch of our friends. It was so much fun, and so many great phrases came out of that night. It was so fun, and I can't wait to do it again with Chrissy, because we just had a blast doing that and we laughed the entire time. Question 6. Shout out a huge supporter of your channels. And for me, I'm going to spin this and I'm going to shout out my patrons, because They are the best patrons that can be, and their support means the world to me. And so I just want to take a moment to shout out my patrons right now. We've got Evie at She Was Only Evie, Amanda at Reading and Writing Life, Andrew at Andrew's Wizardly Reads, Tara at Phase Red 4, Patrick, Stacy, Stephanie at Miss Richards Reads, Lena at Lauren Lullabies, Leslie at The Nerdy Narrative, Josephine at Fine Reads, and Sharon at Sharon Dwyer. Thank you guys for your support. You guys are the best. And I'm going to link all of their channels down below in the description. If you haven't already, you got to go check them out. Go subscribe. They are fantastic, and they are some of my best friends in life and on BookTube. Question 7. What's the best book you've read in this past year? For this one, I'm going to list some of my favorite books I've read this year. And there's a bunch of them because I've read some really amazing, fantastic books. The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. This is book 1 in the Broken Earth trilogy, and this was so good. It was just mind-blowing good. I can't wait to read book 2, The Obelisk Gate, and see where this story goes. Next up, we have Mask of Mirrors by M.A. Carrick. This is book 1 in the Rook and Rose series, and this book was so much fun. It was so different than any other book I had read, and it was scandalous in a way that you would never expect. The scandal in this world is that the characters, the people in the world, don't show their naked hands, so they always have their hands and their arms covered. And there was a moment where a character lost their glove, and it was like the most scandalous thing in the world. It spread like wildfire among gossip, and this was just such a fun and unique world, and I can't wait to see what happens in book 2, The Liar's Knot, which comes out in December of this year. We have House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. This book is like a hug in book format. It's so well written, it's so heartwarming, and these kids are considered dangerous by their government in this world, but they are just kids. They're as adults, they would be, dangerous monsters or creatures, but they're just kids that want to be loved, and they're just so lovable. You just want to hug them, and I just loved The House in the Cerulean Sea. Next up, we have The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. This is a standalone, and it was a book about stories, and it was just twist after twist after twist, and the prose was just so beautiful. It's one of my favorite books this year. Senlin Ascends by Josiah Bancroft. This is book 1 in the Books of Babel series. I've read all 3 of the books in this series, but Senlin Ascends was one of my favorites. And book 4, The Fall of Babel, comes out in November, and I can't wait to see where this story ends up. That's the last book in the series, and I interact with Josiah Bancroft a lot on Twitter, and he is such a nice guy. He's such a supportive author. He interacts with his fans all the time, and he's such a nice guy. So it's always nice when your favorite books are written by nice people. And then the last book I have on this list of my favorite books so far this year is Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames, and this book was so much fun. It's about a band of mercenaries that has retired, but now they're back in business trying to save one of their daughters. And it is just so much fun. It's so different than any other book I've read. It is a fun book. It has tons of 80s music references, and it doesn't take itself seriously, so you can have fun with it. And Nicholas Eames seems like a nice guy. I had a live show with Jesse at the Bookish Mom about this, and we're going to be reading book 2 in November, and I can't wait to read The Bloody Rose, and we're really going to try to get him on the live show because we think it would be such a fun time to have. Question 8. Where do you see your channel in a year's time, and what do you hope to have achieved? I say I want to have just lots of fun. I want to make new friends. I want to make more friends. I want to read amazing books and have amazing discussions with my friends about it. And that's where I see my channel going. Just more fun, more amazing discussions, more in-depth discussions, more analyzing books instead of just talking about them. I want to have better reviews that have more substance to them and really dig into some of the themes and the topics of the books. And so those are kind of my general plans for the next year for this channel. And I hope to be, at this time next year, I'm humble and I hope to be at 500 subscribers. Right now we're getting close to 400. I hope to gain another 100 in the year to come. And the last question is, tag someone whose anniversary is coming up. I have no idea when people's anniversaries are for this. So if your anniversary is coming up for BookTube and you're watching this video, consider yourself tagged. If you know people whose anniversaries are coming up, tag them in the comments below. Send them this video, tell them they're tagged. Let me know what your favorite video that you've seen me do in this past year is in the comments below. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. As always, my Patreon and Discord information will be in the description below. Keep reading, and I love y'all to the moon and back. Bye.